Hi, I'm Marty Powers at the Shiloh Museum. Last time we talked about making wildflower seed balls and demonstrated how to make them. Today we're just going to take a little time to discuss what goes into making them and the best way to deploy them. So a seed ball is basically just a seed encapsulated in soil and a mix of compost or soil and native clay to hold the soil or compost together. And we've had the best success with putting 2 or 3 seeds in each one, particularly milkweed. And all seed balls can be made differently depending on what kind of seeds you're trying to scatter. So today we'll kind of keep it swamp milkweed. It's kind of easier to discuss how those are made. Same general makeup of the ball, but the amount of clay that goes in and the size of them is kind of important. So we'll talk about swamp milkweed. The purpose of a seed ball is it's just a means to disperse the seed. Nature in late summer and fall, when the seeds are mature and ready to go, wind, water, wildlife will carry the seeds off, mostly wind, and they'll lay on the ground, hopefully in a good location, and spend the winter softening up the seed coat, and then in the spring the seeds will germinate when they make contact with the soil. The seed ball provides an extra bit of soil around the seed so that it has a good way to germinate and for the roots to get started into the ground. Let's see, we've had a lot of people ask, do seed balls work? They absolutely do if they're made properly and deployed properly. A seed will not grow in a hostile environment, as we all know, and so when you deploy your seed balls, make sure they go to a good spot that has a high rate of success, a high probability of the seed ball actually turning into a plant. One of the number one things is you have to have a viable seed. If you harvest your own seeds, please make sure that they are mature, that the seed is ready to be harvested. For milkweed, it's when the seed pod begins to open up. You can give them a gentle squeeze if you think they're ready, and if they pop open and the seeds are dark brown colored, then more than likely they're ready to go. But ideally, wait till the seeds are ready to come out of the seed pod before you harvest them. Or you can buy them and just make sure you buy them from a reputable dealer, because you don't want to go to all this trouble and end up with a seed that's not viable inside the seed ball. Again, native clay, sifted compost, and keep the seed ball small, because if you don't want to make it too wet. If there's too much water in the ball when you make it, you may trigger germination, which will cause the seed to go bad before you're able to deploy them. A single milkweed plant will produce up to 100 seeds, and so in nature, a very small percentage of those seeds will actually turn into a plant. A whole lot of things have to go right for a seed to actually turn into a milkweed plant. So it's so important to deliver the seed to a site that has the potential for it to become a plant. The compost soil helps the seed get started, but ultimately Mother Nature is going to decide the success rate of your seed balls.